The life and sad ending of Sean Connery. Thomas Connery, named Thomas after his grandfather, was born in Fountainbridge, Edinburgh, Scotland, on the 25th of August, 1930. His mother, Euphemia Effie McBain McLean, was a cleaning woman. Connery's father, Joseph Connery, was a factory worker and lorry driver. He had a younger brother, Neil. He was generally referred to in his youth as Tommy. Although he was small in primary school, he grew rapidly around the age of 12, reaching his full adult height of 6 feet 2 inches, 188 centimeters, at age 18. He was known during his teen years as Big Tom. Connery's first job was as a milkman in Edinburgh with St. Cuthbert's Cooperative Society. In 1946, at age 16, Connery joined the Royal Navy, during which time he acquired 2 tattoos. One tattoo is a tribute to his parents and reads Mum and Dad, and the other is self-explanatory, Scotland Forever. He trained in Portsmouth at the Naval Gunnery School and in an anti-aircraft crew. He was later assigned as an able seaman of HMS Formidable. Connery was discharged from the Navy at age 19 on medical grounds because of a duodenal ulcer, a condition that affected most of the males in previous generations of his family. Afterward, he returned to the co-op, then worked as, among other things, a lorry driver, a lifeguard at Portobello Swimming Baths, a laborer, an artist's model for the Edinburgh College of Art, and after a suggestion by former Mr. Scotland, Archie Brennan, a coffin polisher. The modeling earned him 15 shillings an hour. Connery began bodybuilding at the age of 18 and in 1951 trained heavily with Ellington, a former gym instructor in the British Army. He was third in the 1953 Mr. Universe contest. Connery said he was soon deterred from bodybuilding when he found out that Americans frequently beat him in competitions because of sheer muscle size and, unlike Connery, refused to participate in an athletic activity which could make them lose muscle mass. In the 1950s, seeking to supplement his income, Connery helped out backstage at the King's Theatre in late 1951. During a bodybuilding competition held in London in 1953, one of the competitors mentioned that auditions were being held for a production of South Pacific, and Connery landed a small part as one of the Seabees chorus boys. During this production at the Opera House, Manchester, over the Christmas period of 1954, Connery developed a serious interest in theater through American actor Robert Henderson. Henderson urged him to take elocution lessons and got him parts at the Maida Vale Theatre in London. He had already begun a film career, having been an extra in Herbert Wilcox's 1954 musical Lilacs in the Spring, alongside Anna Neagle. During this time at Oxford Theatre, Connery won a brief part as a boxer in the TV series The Square Ring before being spotted by Canadian director Alvin Rakoff, who gave him multiple roles in The Condemned, shot on location in Dover in Kent. In the late 1950s, he acted in a number of films, included Requiem for a Heavyweight, 1956, Hell Drivers, 1957, Another Time, Another Place, 1958, Darby O'Gill, and The Little People in 1959. He also had prominent television roles in Rudolph Cardier's 1961 productions of Adventure Story and Anna Karenina for BBC television, the latter of which he co-starred with Claire Boom. Also in 1961, he portrayed the title role of a CBS television film adaptation of Shakespeare's Macbeth, with Australian actress Zoe Caldwell cast as Lady Macbeth. Connery's breakthrough came in the role of a British secret agent, James Bond. Between 1962 and 67, Connery played 007 in Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, and You Only Live Twice, the first 5 Bond films produced by Eon Productions. After departing from the role, Connery returned for the 7th film, Diamonds Are Forever, in 1971. Connery made his final appearance as Bond in Never Say Never Again, a 1983 remake of Thunderball, produced by Jack Schwartzman's Talia film. All 7 films were commercially successful. James Bond, as portrayed by Connery, was selected as the third greatest hero in cinema history by the American Film Institute. While making the Bond films, Connery also starred in other films such as Alfred Hitchcock's Marnie in 1964 and Sidney Lumet's The Hill in 1965, which film critic Peter Bradshaw regards as his two great non-Bond pictures from the 1960s. Having played Bond 6 times, Connery's global popularity was such that he shared a Golden Globe Henrietta Award with Charles Bronson for World Film Favorite Male in 1972. He appeared in John Huston's The Man Who Would Be King in 1975, opposite Michael Caine, playing two former British soldiers who set themselves up as kings in Kafiristan. In 1976, he played Robin Hood in Robin and Marian, where he starred opposite Audrey Hepburn, who played Maid Marian. Film critic Roger Ebert, who had praised the double act of Connery and Caine in The Man Who Would Be King, praised Connery's chemistry with Hepburn. During the 1970s, Connery was part of ensemble casts in films such as Murder on the Orient Express in 1974 with Vanessa Redgrave and John Gielgud, and playing British Army General in Richard Attenborough's war film A Bridge Too Far in 1977, co-starring Dirk Bogarde and Laurence Olivier. Connery agreed to reprise Bond as an aging Agent 007 in Never Say Never Again, released in October 1983. The title, contributed by his wife, refers to his earlier statement that he would never again return to the role. Although the film performed well at the box office, it was plagued with production problems, strife between the director and producer, financial problems, and Fleming Estate trustees' attempts to halt the film, and Connery's wrist being broken by fight choreographer Steven Seagal. As a result of his negative experiences during filming, Connery became unhappy with the major studios and did not make any films for 2 years. Following the successful European production, The Name of the Rose, 1986, for which he won a BAFTA Award for Best Actor, Connery's interest in more commercial material was revived. His later films included several box office and critical disappointments such as First Night, 1995, Just Cause, same year, The Avengers, 1998, and The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in 2003. However, he received positive reviews for his performance in Finding Forrester in 2000. He also received a Crystal Globe for Outstanding Artistic Contribution to World Cinema. When Connery received the American Film Institute's Lifetime Achievement Award on the 8th of June 2006, he confirmed his retirement from acting. Connery's disillusionment with the idiots now making film in Hollywood was cited as a reason for his decision to retire. With his personal life, Connery was married to actress Diane Cilento from 62 to 73, though they separated in 1971. They had a son, actor Jason Connery. Connery was married to Moroccan-French painter Micheline Roquebrune, born 1929, from 1975 until his death. Sadly, Connery died in his sleep on the 31st of October, 2020, aged 90, at his home in the Lyford Cay community of the Nassau in the Bahamas. Although they did not disclose the cause of death, his son Jason said that he had been unwell for some time. Connery's wife, Micheline Roquebrune, said he had dementia in his final years. He was cremated and his ashes were scattered. Connery was polled as the greatest living Scot. In 1989, he was proclaimed the sexiest man alive by People magazine. And in 1999, at the age of 69, he was voted sexiest man of the century.